Well, hey there, entrepreneurs. Have you ever wondered how you can get client testimonials when you're brand new starting out? Here's the deal. Client testimonials are so incredibly important because this lends to social proof and to developing trust with people who may potentially hire us or buy our products. So we know that just starting out, or whether you are in business for a really long time, you need testimonials from your clients. You need quotes saying why people should be buying your product or hiring you for your services or doing all the cool things within your business that you are offering to people. But it can be a little bit hard to get those testimonials. So today we're breaking down exactly what you need to know about getting them, even if you are brand new and don't have anybody you can turn to get those testimonials, and what to do if you do have some fabulous people you can grab some testimonials for. This is Social Media for Bosses. This is our very first episode of our brand new talk show. We're live here every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. I am so excited for you guys to be joining us. We're going to break down everything you need to know on the topics you need to stay on top of to create a profitable business through smart social media marketing. And today we're talking all about client testimonials, one of my favorite things. And speaking of a little bit of love, let's actually take a look at some of the great comments we got just in the last 24 hours or so from people over on YouTube. You guys know I'm a big fan of shouting people out. So thank you so much, Lifestyles Recreated. Fantastic tips. I need to get better at repurposing my content. Thanks for sharing this. You are welcome. I'm excited to see you with us. VO2 Fitness Training. Thanks so much for hanging out. Keaton Walker, The Primal Desire, and Adora Girl in Momentum. I'm so excited to see all of you here. These are just a couple of the really great comments we got over on social media this week. And I want to hear from you guys. What wonderful shout outs are you getting on your YouTube pages and your social media as well? All right. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm excited to have you here. If you are joining me live, I would love to hear from you. Let me know what business you run so that I can tailor what we're talking about today specifically to you and give examples on what I'm talking about specifically for your industries and your niches. So are you ready? Let's dive in and talk all about how you can get testimonials as a brand new business. So testimonials are really important because you put them on your website, you put them on your blogs, you put them on your sales pages, you put them on social media. We're actually going to talk about some really cool ways you can be using quotes in a little bit, but you need those because it lends social proof. When people see those quotes from other people that you've worked with, they realize that people value you enough that they are working with you. They value your product enough so that they are using it within their daily lives. They put that confidence and that trust in you. And so if somebody else is doing that, maybe they can do that for you as well. Maybe you are the person to solve their problem. So when people see that others have quoted you and have said really good things about you, that lends to the trust factor, and it helps you to develop that trust with people who are going to be your potential new clients. So we know we need to get these quotes and we need to use these in really specific ways to help grow our business. But what happens if you are an entrepreneur who's brand new and you don't have any clients? How do you actually get these quotes? Well, we're going to talk about what to do if you already have clients in just a minute, but I want to dive into this and take a look at it real fast, because if you don't have clients right now, you still need that social proof. So how do you get it? What do you end up doing? Now, I have a couple of different businesses. I run a couple of different things aside from social media marketing strategy. And every time I do a new business or I'm helping one of my students to run a new business, we have to get them quotes. We have to show that other people have read their books or tried their candles or worked with their coaching services. We have to show that other people have done it first. It's kind of like when you're sitting in class, think back to high school, guys, and your teacher wanted an answer, but nobody would raise their hand as a volunteer because no one else was. And as soon as the first person raised their hand, a couple other hands shot up, right? Somebody had to take that first step. So when your clients or potential new clients or people deciding about whether or not they want to work with you see that someone else has gone before them and has succeeded or has done the thing that they are thinking about doing, they're much more likely to actually invest their time and thought into whether or not they're going to work with you. So if you don't have any clients, you got to get this done. How are you going to get other paying clients if you don't have any? It's hard. I know. I've been there. So what you actually need to do for that is to trade your services for a testimonial. And there are some right ways and some wrong ways of doing this. And there are some right venues and wrong venues for doing this. So let me be very, very clear. When you're trading your services or your products for a testimonial, it's not on a review site. There are some legal laws about that. There are some rules, and you have to follow those very, very closely. So if you sell things on Amazon, or if you are using something to sell your products, there are some actual laws that apply to giving things and getting reviews in exchange for it. That's not what we're talking about here. This is for promoting what you're doing. You're using it on your website. You're using it in your social media. You're exchanging a quote for those services so that you can promote yourself, but not in the way that's going to get you in legal trouble. Okay, so when you do this, what I want you to do is actually take on a client for free. If you're a coach, I want you to bring somebody in, and you are going to coach them in one very specific niche down area. And in return, they're going to help to promote you. Now, if you are, let's say, a candle maker and you want a testimonial from somebody, you're going to send them a candle so they can check out your scents, see how long your candles are burning for, and they're going to be able to talk to their people about it, but also give you that really great quote you can use on your website or your sales pages. If you are an author, you can give your book. Or if you are some other type of entrepreneur, you can take your service or your product and you can get people that you feel are going to be a really good fit for what you're doing. Don't just pick up anybody. You want people who are a good fit to actually try it out. So let's just say you run a business where you sell custom succulents. If you do, we need to be best friends. Please connect with me. And what you're going to do is find people who are actually in that space, who are into home interior or who are into plants or something adjacent to that succulent business, and bring them in on it. Because when you're getting these quotes, you don't just want any old quote, you want an authority on it. So if you are a coach, get somebody who's doing something really cool and get them in on it. If you are a succulent person, you want somebody who is in that space to recommend it to other people. Now, all quotes are good quotes. You want to make sure that you're getting quotes, even if they aren't an authority within that space. That's totally okay. But you are going to be trading your services or your products in exchange for quotes that you can use on your website or your sales pages. They're testing out your product or your service, and they're letting you know what your feedback is on that. And we're going to talk about specifically how to get really good, strong, actionable quotes out of people in just a minute. So how do you go about trading your services for these testimonials? Well, you're going to need to put a call out probably on Facebook. So I want you to jump on your personal Facebook. This is not on your business profile. And remember, Facebook has some very specific rules when it comes to what you can and cannot do on personal pages and business pages. So you cannot be promoting your business on your personal page. If you're using a personal page on Facebook for a business, it's against their terms of service, and they can find you and shut you down. They can ban you. They can make you change it. Like, I've had people just straight up banned from the platform because they misused it. And we agree to those terms simply by using the platform. So you do have to follow the rules. You're using a personal page for a business page. Fix it now. Turn it into a business page. Don't use your personal page. But if you are putting out these calls for this exchange to get these quotes, to get people to talk about your products, this is okay to do on your personal page. You're just going to get some of your friends, some of your business connections that you are friends with on Facebook to do this for you. So put a call out. Just let everybody know, hey guys, I have a new product. I have a new service. I got a new course. I got a new whatever that I want to try out. Can I just get like 2 or 3 people to test it out and then give me a quote that I can use on my sales page or on my website, and then see where you can go from there. You're going to get friends who want to do it for you, and maybe you'll have friends of friends who they can recommend to get in touch to have that authority within your page. So you are trading your services for that quote if that's what you need to do. If you're just starting out, if you don't have clients, if you need to prove that you know what you're doing and you can help people, but you don't have the client base yet, you're creating that by doing this exchange. Okay. What happens if you do have clients? If you are someone who has been in business a little bit, you've been around the block, you have some really great clients, now is the time to get quotes from them. Even if they are older clients, you haven't worked with them in the last couple of weeks, couple of months, you can still reach out to these people if you have been able to help them within their businesses, within their lives, if they have enjoyed your product or your service, if you've worked with them in any capacity. and you think that they're going to be a good fit for this or that they would be willing to do this, you're going to have to reach out to them. So you actually have to go and ask these people, which means an email, a phone call, a Skype meeting. You got to get in touch with them and make it personal. Don't just show up and say, hey, can I get a quote? You want to be really personal about this. Because the thing is, these people are doing something for you. They're giving you a little bit of their time, a little bit of their effort. They're putting their energy into it. So you want to make sure that this is not just about taking. So check in with these people. You can ask them for the quote. If you want to start off by asking for a quote, that's awesome. But then make sure that you invest a little bit of time back into them as well. Check in on how they're doing. Make sure you know what their business is going like right now, what things are happening within their lives. Take the time to make that connection with them and ask them for a quote. Most people I have found are going to be really, really good about giving you quotes if they like your service or your product or the thing that you're doing. People are very, very generous if you have benefited them or helped them in some way. So really, what you need to do is go and ask them for these quotes. And you're just going to ask for a simple 1 to 3 sentence thing. We're going to talk about this in just a minute. We're going to break down what you need to do to get these quotes. But it's really very simple. It shouldn't take them too much time. And they're usually going to be pretty happy to give those to you, especially if you manage to help them in some way, shape, or form. You've educated them, you've entertained them, or you've given them something to make their lives a little bit easier. Now, pro tip here, because I don't want you to just leave it at this. These people have already gone through your course or through your products or through whatever it is you happen to be doing, and they benefited from that. But now you're coming to them with a little extra request. I want you to give a little bit extra back to them. And so giving them a nice little thank you gift might be nice. And I'm not talking like necessarily like a gift, but like, jump on Skype with them for a couple minutes and take a look at, if you're a social media strategist like me, you might want to do an Instagram look over with them and just see how things are going, make some suggestions, make some tweaks, give them some compliments. Maybe you want to hop on and talk about how they're doing their business after the course. All you have to do is give a little bit of your time, a little bit of effort, a little bit of energy, and do something nice for them as a little bit of a thank you for helping you out with this quote. Pretty good, right? Okay. So now that we know how to get these quotes, let's talk about actually getting the quotes. Pretty good, right? If you're joining me live, we are here on YouTube. I would love to hear from you guys. Please let me know what business you are in, because if you're joining me live every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern on YouTube for our Social Media for Bosses talk show, we are going to be able to cater what I'm saying and what my guests are saying to fit your businesses. So if you're a dog walker, or if you're a candle maker, if you are a school teacher, if you're whatever you happen to be, and you are promoting yourself through social media and you're building your brand and your business and creating that profitable business through smart social media marketing, if you come and show up while we're live, I can give you examples that go with your business. And so if you show up, you're gonna get a little bit extra than people who are watching on the replays. All right, let's dive in. We're gonna talk about how you can make sure that you are actually getting an actionable quote. So there's a really big difference between just a normal quote from people and an actionable quote. And I wanna break this down for you because this is really, really important. Your quotes from people need to be quotes that motivate people to buy your product or book your services. And one would think that most quotes would do this, right? Except that couldn't be further than the truth. Most people give a nice little, hey, I enjoyed this was good, da-da-da, and it sounds nice, but it's not actionable. In fact, a lot of people that I've worked with, a lot of my clients, a lot of students, a lot of people that I have gotten quotes from for me and for my clients and students have given really beautiful sounding quotes. They've said some amazing things, beautiful, wonderful, lovely things, but it doesn't mean it's actionable. So when you're getting these quotes from people, the key objective is to make sure it motivates someone else to buy. You are trying to get people to buy your services or your products based off of this quote. We're going to get to it in just a second. So when you're asking your clients or the people who are trying out your products for a quote, all you need is 1 to 3 sentences. You don't want it to be big. You don't want it to be long. It needs to be punchy and in their face and has a really good hook. Remember, These quotes are to get new clients to book with you or to pay you for a product or a service or whatever it is you happen to be doing. So it needs to be short and grabbing. 1 to 3 sentences is all you need, and inform them. I just need 1 to 3 sentences, because you're going to get some eager beavers who write you 2 paragraphs of how beautiful and wonderful and amazing you are and how much you've helped them. And that's amazing. We love that. That makes us feel good. That's an ego boost, but it's not necessarily something you can put on a website or a sales page. Now, pro tip here, if they do give you a lot, even though you asked for 1 to 3, that's okay. Just pull the 1 to 3 sentences you need and use the full thing over on a testimonials page on your website. So if it's bigger, that's cool. You don't have to put the whole thing on your sales page, though, or on your website or on your social media or wherever you happen to be using it, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So pull the most important parts, but specify. I just need 1 to 3 sentences. It should only take you a couple of minutes, I hope, to get through this. Some people will put a little effort into it. It might take them a little bit longer, but this should be a very quick thing for people who are going to be doing this for you. And hey, if you're joining us live, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. We're talking all about how you can get testimonials for your business as a brand new business. So stay tuned. We're talking all about it. Watch the replay if you missed any of it. And as we're moving forward, we're breaking down what makes an actionable quote from your clients. Now, you want to be very specific when you are asking them for quotes. Don't just say, hey, can I get a quote? I know you took my course. Can I get a quote on it? You got to tell them what to say, because people are going to be so helpful, but they're still going to miss the mark if you don't tell them what you need. So for an actionable quote, you are getting people motivated to buy based on what this person is saying in their quote. So when you're saying, I need 1 to 3 sentences from you, I am looking for a quote on one of these specific things, and list these next couple of things. Okay, ready? Take notes on this one. This one's important. The first one is, I need a quote on how I've helped you. So you're telling your client specifically to tell you how you've helped them. So what have you done? What have you done to make their life easier, to help them grow in their business, whatever it happens to be? How have you helped them? Just ask them that. That is one of those things. And then they'll be able to answer you and give you a more actionable quote. You can also say, tell me why you would recommend me to others. Now, at this point, you could get a nice quote saying, oh, KM is so wonderful. She was very patient as a teacher, da 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 da. Or I could get a really great quote on why they would recommend me to others. And it will be much more specific and much more actionable. Are you writing these down? These are great notes to be taking. The third thing that you can suggest to them is, what helps people thrive when they're working with me? So if I need a quote from somebody, I will say, I need 1 to 3 sentences. Can you tell me what helps my students like you to thrive when they are working with me? What is it that makes that little bit of magic? You can also do something like, where were you before and where were you now? So I need 1 to 3 sentences as a quote for my course that you just took. Can you tell me where you started out and where you are now because you've taken this course? Show me that transformation. When you specifically guide them to talk about the transformation that they have made, it inspires other people and helps other people to identify, because they can say, oh, I was in that position. If I want to get into this new position, I can take this course and do really, really well. So let's say you are going to get a quote from someone that you have helped, and they were making $500 in their business. Now they're making $10,000 in their business. They can create a really great quote, and somebody could say, oh, well, I'm not making a lot of money, but I can see how that helped this person. This could probably help me too in this way, and they're much more likely to buy. Pretty good, right? Okay, so you were asking some of these questions to people, and you're looking for actionable quotes. You are looking to show that transformation. You're looking to show how people can identify with your current clients and how they can see themselves in it. And you want them to take that action of booking you, of working with you, of paying you, of whatever it happens to be, so that you can make money, so that they can grow and change in their business or their lives the way that that other person has done. Now, before we move on, if this is helpful to you, I need you to bring your friends. Don't come to the party alone. We don't like keeping things to ourselves. We want to share with everybody. So if you know an entrepreneur who could benefit from this, go ahead and let them know. We're here every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern live on Facebook, talking all about what you need to know to create a profitable business through smart social media marketing. Now, diving back into this, you gotta be aware that there are a couple of things you need to be upfront about. And I want you to be very, very upfront about the fact that you may ask them if you can tweak some things. And I do this a lot. When I ask people for quotes, I will go directly to them. I say, hey, I need a quote on this particular topic. I need 1 to 3 sentences. If you could gear it toward this, or this topic or theme. And when you send it, if you don't mind, I might ask you to tweak a little bit of it, or I might work with you to tweak it just a little bit so that it's more actionable for my people who are reading it. I'm so exceptionally thankful for your help. If you don't mind, I would love to just work with you to build up this really amazing quote that's going to help me so very much. And almost everybody is totally okay with that. I've never had anybody come back and say, no, I don't want you touching it. And I never touch anything without asking. So I am very, very upfront, and I say, hey, I'm really good at these quotes, and I know what works really, really well for potential new people who are coming to meet me for the first time. I might ask you to tweak this just a little bit. And I might give you a little bit of a direction just to see if we can add a little bit on, or maybe drop a little bit if we don't need something necessarily. And everybody's been so good about it. You just jump on a phone call, jump on a Skype meeting. I typically do it through text. I'm not going to lie. I do it through direct message in my Facebook inbox. But just tell them, I would like to work with you on this. I may ask you to change it when you come, just to tweak it a little bit to make it catered specifically toward the people I'm trying to work with right now. And everybody's going to be cool with that. And if they're not, that's okay. If you come up across somebody who does not want you touching their quote, use the quote like it is, but you don't have to feature that quote if it's not going to work really, really well for you. It can be lower on your sales page, lower on your website. It can be over on the testimonial page instead of the front page. Doesn't matter what you do with it. All quotes are going to be helpful, but some are more helpful than others. So you will have to decide which ones are going to work really well for you and which ones maybe you should wait and put just a little bit lower on your sales page. Okay, you have questions about this? I would love to get these answered for you. We're not quite done yet. We got a little bit more to go. But if you have questions, I do want to get those answered for you now. Go ahead and drop those in the comments, and we'll chat about it while we're live on air. Good testimonials are the ones that get new clients to take action. So those actionable quotes are the ones that you need the most. You want to inspire people or drive people to do something. So you want to have that call to action in there. You want to convince people this is the right fit for them. You want them to book you. They want you to direct message you. You want them to email you. You want them to do something. And these quotes that are good are the ones that are going to be inspiring to them. And you also want to be looking for testimonials that show that you are a good fit for a specific type of person. So your testimonials need to be very, very clear. If you are someone who is, let's say, a mommy blogger. If you're a mommy blogger, you want to coach other moms on sleep training. I'm making this up. My sister has a baby. I don't know. And you are going to be using these quotes to show who you're a good fit for. So the mom who is busy, the mom who wants her baby to sleep through the night. I'm making this up, guys. I don't know sleep training. And you are going to be using these quotes to show who you're a good fit for and who you're not a good fit for. So let's say you are a plant expert and you sell plants. This is probably a better explanation for me. You are a plant person and you're selling plants, and you want to say, this is for the person who kills all of their plants, as opposed to someone who's really, really good with their plants. And you are you're promoting your book, you're promoting your new course on how to take care of plants, even if you're a plant killer. You don't want people who are experts. That's not your ideal client. So you're going to be using these quotes to qualify the people who are going to come and pay you. If you're a business coach, you're going to be very, very specific about what type of industry you work with or what type of business coaching you do. And you don't want somebody who doesn't fit that. So use these quotes to help qualify people by very strongly showing who your ideal client is within these quotes. Sounds pretty good, right? All right. Now, before we wrap up, I do want to talk about what to do with these quotes once you have them. So, hands up. I want to hear from you guys. How many of you are brand new, and how many of you already have quotes that we can work with? Let me know. Let me know what we are working on, and we'll cater this to you guys as we are live here on YouTube for Social Media for Bosses, the talk show. All right, once you've got your testimonials, what do you do with them? If you've got ideas, I would love to hear from you. I'm going to give you a couple of my favorite ideas right now, but I want to hear from you guys as well. Jump into the comments and let me know, what creative ways do you use to promote these quotes, these testimonials? How are you leveraging these within your business? Jump into the comments. Give people ideas. We're working together to build profitable businesses through smart social media marketing. And it's not just about my ideas. I want to hear from you guys in the comments right now. Let me know some really fun ways to be promoting your testimonials. Okay, so let's chat. When you have your testimonials, there's some really cool things you can do with them. The first of which is graphics. You can create quote graphics and put them on Facebook, on Instagram, on your other social media platforms. Did you notice at the beginning of today's show, I showed you quotes? There were screen grabs. I even make them pretty. You can put them up on your live broadcasts. You can put them on social media, your Instagram stories, your Facebook pages. You can put them in videos. You can do all sorts of things with these client quotes. And you can do, something as lame as a screen grab, and you can get really good business from that. But I do recommend that you create pretty quote graphics. So I want this to be branded to your business. I wanted to have your logo on it. I wanted to have that client's picture on it, because having their pictures next to their quotes lends social proof. That is your life lesson for today. And I want you to create these beautiful graphics that you then put out on social media, because people stop and read quote graphics. It's a thing. You can also put these on your website, which is pretty dang cool. But you are not restricted to just using pretty graphics for what you're doing with your testimonials. So what other ways can we use these? What other things can you do with your quote graphics or with your quotes? Let me know in the comments below. One of the things I love is actually putting them in my captions on my social media. So I will put up a pretty picture that is not a quote graphic on Instagram, and I will quote my client. Sometimes it's my hook line. Sometimes it is in the body of my text. I'll put them up on Facebook. I will put them in the captions of my live broadcast here on YouTube and over on Facebook. I am leveraging these quotes to get people to notice, because as people are reading captions, if they see a quote, they stop and they check it out and they see who it is. Because we're trained on social media. Like, people quote famous people a lot, just in case you were wondering. And so if they see your clients within your captions, they're probably going to check those out as well. Now, you can also be putting your quotes over on your website. And this is probably the most important place to have them. I would have them on your homepage. Not all of them. You don't need all of them. But I would select maybe 3 to 7 of these quotes. And you can either put them as individual quotes on your website, or you can put them in a carousel where people can click through them and see things. And you want to be very specific about where you put these on your website. So if it is about a course and you do more than just that one course, you're going to want to attach those to the section on your website about the course. You might put one up near the top, but mostly you're going to keep it near the course. If you are getting a quote on a specific type of plant that you sell, because I'm into my succulents today, guys, if you haven't noticed, you're going to put that by that particular succulent on your website. But you also can put them up higher on your website as you're introducing people to you. Remember, your website is people's introduction to you. This is how they get to know you. This is what they see what you're all about. This is how they see that you are a professional. So the more quotes you got, the better you're doing. But don't put them all on your homepage. Put the best 3 to 7 somewhere on your homepage, and then have an actual page for testimonials on your website. So if people want to see more, all they do is click the little link and they can see other people. But then you are going to be taking these and you are going to put these over on your sales pages as well. So whether you've got a course, or you are selling a webinar, or you've got some kind of training, or you're selling a product, whatever it happens to be, you need a sales page. And on your sales page, you should absolutely have your client testimonials for that specific one. You're not pulling things from other things, because I know in my businesses, I've got multiple courses and multiple PDFs and like all sorts of things that I offer to people. And so I take quotes specific to that one item, that one thing. And that is what I'm putting there. And I'm asking all of my old clients, I'm asking all of my old students, I'm asking anybody who I think will give me a really nice quote, and I will put those up there and build that up as well. Now, pro tip here, with your sales page, you're not going to flood it. That would be bad. So pick the best ones. Pick the best ones and put them on the side. Put them next to the product where people can see. And then if you want more, put an entire section way down low for a lot of quotes. If you've got them, that's social proof. That's a good thing. But you don't want to overwhelm people with quotes. Remember, you're selling your thing, your item, your product, your service. That needs to be the focus. Quotes are secondary to that. So highlight a couple of the really good ones and then put the rest down below where it won't bother people if they don't scroll. Pro tip there. Okay. So let me know what you guys think. Are you enjoying this? Is this working for you, or is this helping? Tutorials? Not tutorials. Testimonials. Testimonials are so incredibly helpful. And I really love working on testimonials. I love getting them for my clients. I love helping my students to get them within their businesses as well. And I want to hear from you guys. If you have tips for getting great testimonials or for using those testimonials, jump into the comments down below and let me know what they are. I would love to have a conversation about this. And like I said, we're working together here. We're not in competition. We're all working together to help each other to build profitable businesses through smart social media marketing. And we can't do that if we don't have the conversation going. So jump down below. Let me know, guys, what do you do to get your testimonials, and what do you do with them once you've got them? Help us out. Be creative. Give your best ideas. And you know what? If you don't have ideas, or if you're not sure what to do, I want to hear from you. What type of testimonial would you like from your clients? Or what questions do you have for me on getting those testimonials? If you want a little more help, now is your time to ask. Let me know. I would love to start a conversation with you and see what we can do to get your business on track with these testimonials. And then, of course, you can join me every single Thursday, 3 p.m. right here on YouTube, as we are discussing even more ways that you can create profitable businesses through smart social media marketing. Sorry, guys. That's what happens when I talk too much and too fast about things I'm really excited about. Join me every single Thursday right here live on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell, because you do not want to miss out as we are dropping more of these episodes. We're live every single Thursday. Next week is going to be good. I'm going to tell you about it in just a second. But we are live here on YouTube for all sorts of things throughout the week. So make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell. It's right here. Boom. Right there. There we go. And come hang out with us, because we are breaking down everything you need to know about creating a smart social media marketing strategy for your business so that you can grow and live the life that you love and do the things that you do and support the people in your life that you are taking care of. And of course, you can listen to the Social Media for Bosses podcast, which comes out this weekend. I'm so excited for this one. It's going to be on all the major platforms. We're breaking down case studies of how my clients, my students, made $4,000 extra in a couple of months just by doing one thing on social media. We're talking about how you can save money for your ads. We're talking about how you can create ads on social media. We're talking about all sorts of social media strategy to grow your business. And I want to hear from you guys. Drop me your social media questions so I can get them answered. I'm dropping brand new videos here every Tuesday and Friday so that you can get your questions answered and learn how to actually grow your business through Instagram, through Facebook, through Twitter, through Snapchat, through IGTV, through YouTube, through TikTok, all these really great platforms, your newsletters, your websites, everything that relates to social media. I am here breaking that down for you. And of course, we are here on the YouTube channel, making sure that you know about all of the changes to social media, because you guys know, the algorithms change all the time. There are platform additions all the time, and we are breaking news for you so that you stay on top of your game with your social media so that you can leverage what you're doing on social media to make more money before anybody else. And of course, you can join me for our live Ask Me Anything broadcast every single Wednesday at 10 a.m., where I'm live on the YouTube page for 20 minutes answering your questions in real time. Now, if you want to drop your questions early so that I answer them before anything else, you're going to need to come over to Facebook, because I drop a brand new Ask Me Anything question call every single week on our page and in our special group, Social Media for Bosses, where we're actually getting people to ask their questions early and I can answer them first. They get priority answering on these live Ask Me Anythings, but you can also join me live, ask your questions in real time, and get answers while I'm on air. So let me know, guys. Come on over to the Facebook page, come over to the YouTube page, come hang out on the website, reach out and hit those subscribe and notification bells so that you don't miss out on any of the fun as we're building your profitable businesses through smart social media marketing. I'm KM Robinson, your social media marketing strategist host. And today we talked all about how to get testimonials as a brand new business. Next week, next Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're actually going to be talking about how to batch create 3 months of content in a single afternoon. Is it doable? Yes, it is. I do it all the time. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it as well. I will see you again next Thursday, right here on YouTube, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for all of the fun as we're talking about batch creation. And then we're launching into some really great episodes. We have some amazing guests coming on, guys. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry we glitched. We've got some amazing guests coming on in the next couple of episodes. In the next couple of months, we've got some really big things planned. I can't wait. We're going to build up your profitability from smart social media marketing. It's going to be all sorts of fun. And I will see you over at socialmediaforbosses.com and kmrobinson.com, where we've got all the freebies, all the extras, all the bonuses. And while you're here, if you need a little bit of help with your social media marketing and your hashtag skills over on Instagram, you're going to want to make sure that you are grabbing hashtag.kmrobinson.com, my free hashtag PDF, where I'm telling you all the best hashtags to use and the number one offender that's actually hurting your account that you're almost definitely using, that you want to stop using, and what to use instead to make sure you are growing your business in a profitable way. And stay tuned, because this weekend the podcast comes out. I'm excited to see you guys. Social Media for Bosses, the talk show and the podcast with different content on each one to help you grow your businesses. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I cannot wait to see you next Thursday. We're talking all about batch creation, how you can knock out 3 months of content in a single afternoon. I will see you again on Thursday and tomorrow for a brand new video that we're dropping here on the YouTube page, all about how you can go live on Instagram and rock out your engagement as we continue our Instagram Live Hacks series. I'll see you guys again soon. Until then, like, subscribe, leave some comment love, and I'll see you soon. Bye.